Sukuna surviving Jacob's ladder is such bad writing because it's one of the strongest attacks in the verse, and Sukuna just climbs up it like it's nothing, and it's just bad writing. It doesn't make sense. It's just dumb. Well, that's what a lot of people are saying, and I completely disagree with it. Specifically Nick or NC Hammer, because he says Sukuna should have died to Angel's attack, but because her arm is ripped off, that shouldn't affect anything or the output of her attack. If your arm is cut off, you're going to be affected by that. That is going to be hurting you. That's going to be painful. Doing Jacob's ladder without an arm in pain is going to be something very new for her, and I can see why it just was not as strong as it usually is. So his argument saying that Angel's injury should not affect her attack is just wrong. Like, she's in pain, it's going to affect her. And the next reason why Jacob's ladder is not as strong as it usually is because Todo, Yuji, and Yuta were inside the blast of it. Sukuna specifically says that she could not go as hard because all of her allies were in the blast, and if she went really hard, her allies were going to get hurt, so she could not go as hard as she really wanted to, and that's why Sukuna was able to get through as easy as he did. So the reason that Jacob's ladder is not as strong is because 1, Hana is hurt, and 2, Yuji, Todo, and Yuta were stuck in the blast range, so she could not go as hard. So that explains why Jacob's ladder was not as strong, but he also was complaining about Todo and his ability. He's saying that it doesn't make sense how Todo can just clap around without his Vibra Slap, but it makes sense because he's one of the top Jujutsu sorcerers in the world right now. Sukuna calls him by his name. He recognizes how strong Todo is. Todo's curse technique was not going to be dead after the Vibra Slap was gone. He could just make another binding vow to just start clapping. He is going to find a way to use his Boogie Woogie, but it's just not very conventional in the ways he does it. Like, Todo is a mystery. He's going to find a way out of it, and it's not really that hard to clap and teleport. He was hitting himself in the head with his Vibra Slap, like he's gonna find a ways to clap his body. So Nick is saying there's bad writing in JJK, it just does not make sense. He needs to reread it or something. I like his content a lot, but when he just does not read and he's just saying like, oh, it's bad writing, this is when I have a problem. It does not make sense for Angel to use her max output when she's just weakened. She is weakened, she is hurt, there is no way she could put out her max output, so it does make sense to me why she couldn't kill Sukuna with Jacob's ladder. But let me know, guys, what you think of Sukuna surviving Jacob's ladder. Do you not like it? Do you like it? Just let me know your thoughts on it. Do you think it's an ass pull?